Good morning out there in YouTube land. Thanks for being with us. Be sure and share this link, won't you? We're going to have some fun today. We're going to continue the ABCs of your spiritual life. C being cause and effect. Oh yeah, here we go. Got to turn in your victim cards today for sure. So we're glad that you're with us. We appreciate your ongoing support of this community. Be sure and go out there to that website at unityoflagstaff.org and click on that donate button. We appreciate that. And we hope to see you soon. Welcome. And my friends, you are the divine expression of creation. We're affirming that with you. Thank you.
Sorry, say what you're doing.
Good morning, my friends. Let's say good morning to each other. We're going to start out by greeting each other. It's pretty light today. We thought that might happen, but I bet our YouTube channel is going to fill up. So say good morning to each other, and then Ryan will get us started with our open song. Yeah, greet each other. Want to play some happy music behind that greeting? Hey, if you get a chance, stop by the camera and wave at our YouTubers. We are always grateful to have them with us. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time to be moving around the cabin has now ceased.
Come on in and have a seat. Did you get to tell everybody good morning? We're doing it a little different now. When you come on in, we're going to have you just start greeting each other, and then we're going to start our opening song. So, Ryan, you're going to take it away, buddy, as soon as I get right there. We're almost there, and here we go.
All right.
All right. Let's stand and sing the opening
So
song.
this is responsive. I'll go up above my head, and you go.
Up above my head.
I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. I messed up somewhere, but you'll figure it out. All right.
Here we go. We got this.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Let's go back to that slide. Now we know what the melody is. I do, and you do. Well, take one slide back, Sam or Penny. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Up above my head, I hear music everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. All in this room. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Let's do it one more time. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. I really do believe. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere.
Have a seat. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, you know, this is bringing back memories when the room is this light. And I feel really charged up, and it's a small room. We got to really be careful. Welcome. I'm Reverend Penni, honey, if you didn't know that. Big deep breath. And there's joy. There is joy in there somewhere. If you're here for the first time and you didn't get any propaganda, like I like to say, you're going to let us know, if you will, please. We'd love to stay in touch. We love to keep you informed of all the cool things that are happening around here. And we appreciate you holding the consciousness of abundance and joy and light with this community. Because that's what we see in your life. And if you are looking for a way to be supported in prayer, we do that here too. There's a prayer box over here. Go ahead and leave a prayer request. I have a prayer partner or two here in the room. Raise your hand. We will pray with you today. 1-800-NOW-PRAY, 24/7. Put it on speed dial. That's Silent Unity. And you can always call, of course, what is this? The center. That's what it is. I know this. And speaking of prayer, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to invite Miss Marcia Wiesner to the front. She is one of our beautiful prayer partners. Round of applause. We can do that. You betcha. For our opening prayer. Thank you, Marcia.
Welcome. Okay. Let's just get settled in for prayer. You can take a deep breath with me. Sometimes we like to put both feet on the floor. Get grounded on that. And if you please, close your eyes. Let's settle in for a couple of seconds. Today, I may be praying for something specific that I need, but I also go far, far beyond that to realize and affirm my own divine powers. I affirm that I am not lacking. Instead, I open myself to perceive what is already here now. I know that I am free to manifest my potential even beyond what I can imagine. And so it is.
There you go. Now I'm ready. So, we have an opportunity out in the foyer before I get to this little slide that's behind me. We have openings for platform assistants. Now, it is really, really easy. And what happens when we have platform assistants is you have to listen to me less. Because they come up and do their thing. And so now if that isn't motivation, right? But we are looking for volunteers to be part of the platform assistant group. February 25th, I'll be happy to serve you lunch just to entice you to come and ask questions about doing that here in this community. And if that isn't one of your volunteer interests, we have plenty of others. So come see us. Come talk to me. Tell me how you want to put your hands and your feet to action in this community. So we're opening this time with our gratitudes and our prayer requests. One of my favorite times in the service, I'm noticing. And what I like to remind us as we hand around a microphone that shows how courageous we are, is that God knows the details. We will stand with you and we will affirm with you that the healing, the solution, and the resolve are already in motion in the asking. You've already put it in place. So, are there any prayers and gratitudes that you'd like to share this morning? Oh, come on, it's a small room. Don't be quiet now. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, my son had his second counseling appointment at the Guidance Center on Thursday, and he has finally been linked up with a one-on-one counselor at the Guidance Center. And he told his counselor during the first session, and he told me that, he's 16 and he's a sophomore in high school. He said he wants to go to college at NAU, and he wants to stay in Flagstaff. So.
What mom doesn't love to hear that? We're affirming that with him.
Anyway, my 82, almost 83-year-old mother has been helping us with, the days I have to work, I drive to work. And my mom and I have had a difficult relationship for like 40-something years.
Only 47? Yeah.
And she's, she doesn't like living in Flagstaff with the snow and the driving and the weather. And, she would like to go back to Kingman where she was before, and where she has people her age. And so I told her yesterday, I'm setting you free, And I'm leaving it up to her, but what she wants to do with that. But, So, whatever she decides to do in the next 2.5 years before my son graduates from high school, it's up to her. But, it's...
So we see all the possibilities with her. We see all the possibilities with you.
Yeah.
And we are affirming that boy just wants to be an NAU. Yeah. Round of applause. That's a big deal when a mama hears that. They want to stay home. Right? We're celebrating that with you. And I just want to remind you that it is through your affirmative thought, your planning, and your connectedness and staying open and listening to all the people involved. That's what brings these kind of results around. And we're celebrating with you.
Thank you.
Oh, Michael's saving on the steps back there. I saw
That man's
that.
a little bit lazy over there.
I'll talk to his supervisor. It's Ellen.
Yeah. Well, this is a gratitude. I've just reflected. I'm heading off to Pie Town today, despite the weather. That's why I've got my pulling electrical cable clothes on. Hopefully, have the power off since it's going to be wet over there. But yeah, it's I've been wanting to build a cabin for a long time, and my brother and I and his wife are really going at it. Bonnie's been helping with the design, and we're. I'm going to finish the electric. He's going to finish the insulation. Thank goodness, because it's higher than Flagstaff there, and it gets cold. But yeah, my brother and I used to just fight like cats and dogs. I mean, physically and every other way, and hasn't been like that with this, and it has been amazing. So finally, at 71 years old, almost 72, I'm finally getting along with my brother.
It'd be weird if it started now. Yeah. Bruce, we're celebrating that. That is a big deal, isn't it? Of finding a place of peace. And so when are you expecting that to be done? I was just going to announce when it was party time in Pie Town. That's all. The end of the summer. So really, we're celebrating that healing that has happened. A lot of times by putting our hands to task, right? And just working toward a common goal. And knowing that we both want to end up in the same place. Sometimes it takes a different path. Sometimes it takes 20 different paths. Sometimes it takes 71 years. We celebrate. All right, who else? Oh, look, we got a hot one back there on the back row. Let's get that one.
Hi.
Hi.
I've got family coming. My son and daughter are visiting this next week, and it's been interesting family dynamic for a long time. So I'm praying for healing and resolution of some issues. Thank you for your support.
I think we have a theme running this morning. Feel that? Relationships, families, healing, learning, knowing, expecting, right? So we see peace in all of these situations. We affirm that in this room. Healing is happening. Peace is possible. Ease is yours to claim. And we put no stories on it. And we put no attachments to it. Easy for me to say. But I'm affirming that with you, Dennis. Yeah. Miss, oh, look, I got one here, I got one there. It's a good thing you're working commission, Michael.
Well, I just want to say I am grateful that I have a place to live because we went through looking for 7 months. In December a year ago, moved into a place. But I do have some hesitation about the place I live. Some experiences there have been a little difficult. And so what I'm asking for is peace in feeling some sense of security in my living situation, or for another place to open up in the future so that I could move into another place. So that's my prayer or my request for today.
That's my prayer for you too, Cynthia. We're going to manifest it together.
See,
I'm
there
gonna
you
help
go.
you.
All right, round of applause right there.
Cynthia
That's
and
what I'm
Michael
talking
need a new
about.
place to, in the future.
That is what we're talking about. And that is what we do in community. We already see it for you. We know that you're safe. We know that you have what you need in this moment. And we know that you are available and receptive to the next greatest thing. So we're affirming that with you, and you've got a backup. All right. Excellent.
I have a gratitude and prayer request, and I am grateful that my son has been blessed with another opportunity to redirect his focus in life and I'm praying hard that he finds safe haven up here where he can start over.
So let's just breathe into that new beginning. Every moment we get to begin again. Every moment. We are surrounded in light and grace, and we know this for him. And we feel the heaviness of your heart being lifted, and you're remembering that he too is a divine child of God with the perfect path laid out before him.
Mine is a gratitude. Faye and I have had a timeshare for a long time, and we haven't used it since 2019. So we just signed up for 2 more weeks, and it's so kind of wide open to the possibilities of actually having a real vacation together.
Now spell vacation for me. Just kidding. F-U-N. I love that. How do you spell vacation? F-U-N. Hey, I have an acronym for the word fun. I know that's a big surprise, right? Fully unleash now. So we're celebrating that joy with you. We're celebrating that with you. And it's easy and it comes together and everything just falls into place. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Who else?
Okay, I'm last.
Ah!
Helen and I are leaving after church here today to go to California, and we'll be gone 3 weeks, more or less. We're going to help Helen's son. We're going to see my sister. We might see my daughter. We're going to have a blast with our granddaughter, and for whatever her son is getting some work on his knee done. 15 minutes away from the La Brea tar pits, and if they don't do a good job, they're going to put his body in there. And I mean, it just... He'll be around a long time. That's it. We're going to go, and I just asked for a little...
Thank
wish us the
you.
best.
Gosh, we're going to miss you guys. I really mean that. We're going to miss you guys. And we see that surgery on that knee.
Knee.
Easy.
He needs a
Easy. He needs a knee. Easy, fun, and done.
Okay.
Right? Easy, fun, and done. We're just seeing all the hands that are involved, all the brains, all the work. Easy. All the things that it takes to make that happen. We see that healing coming easily. And we see your travel safe and filled with lots of fun. I love that people are going to have so much fun. You did find a replacement for you, though, before you were gone, right?
Nobody can replace
That's
me.
right, my good answer.
Let me tell you, Helen and I have found roads in California that don't have other cars. People do not believe it, but they're a blast.
Yeah. A road in California. Now, I want to envision that. A road in California that doesn't have cars.
Those are called construction zones.
Construction. They're called construction zones. There we go. And Brian Biter, he's here all week. Dun, dun, dun. All right. See, I kind of, I love it when the room is full and I say one of my favorite sounds is hearing chairs open up. But it is kind of fun when we're little like this, isn't it? I know we got lots of people out there that are joining us. So, all right. All right. So, what we know, as I had said before, let me find this little guy. I shouldn't lay it down over there probably, is that God already knows. The solution is in motion. And we know that because as we affirm this third principle, right, the power's within us. Repeat this with me, won't you? Thoughts, words have creative power to determine events and attract experiences. And now the Penny Honey Reader Digest version. If you think it and say it, your life will play it. All right. Ryan is going to take us into meditation. I'm going to then invite Miss Cynthia Hull up If somebody would be kind enough to get the lights, that would be awesome. I heard Ryan do this instrumental version of Amazing Grace. And I said, yeah, that's what we want today. So you come on up. He's going to do his song, and then I'll give you your cue. You can come on up if you want to. It's all good. It's easy.
Keep being meditative. No wrinkle in this.
And we're breathing.
Take a few deep breaths. Get comfortable in your seat. It you might want to have your feet flat on the floor and allow yourself to feel grounded, connected to the earth. Take a few deep breaths all the way down into the bottom of your lungs. Allow yourself to relax more and more with every breath. And if you're needing healing in any part of your body or in your heart, just imagine as you breathe in that divine light is coming in through the top of your head and in with the breath. And as you breathe, this light spreads throughout your body. It fills your lungs, expands out into your head, into your shoulders, down your spine, and spreads throughout your entire body. You feel yourself relaxing more and more with every breath. And as you breathe, imagine that this healing light comes in and has the power to heal every part of your body, every cell, every muscle, every organ. And as you breathe, you tell yourself, I allow healing to take place within me. I am connected to the divine. I deserve healing on every level. Allow yourself to relax into a feeling of deep peace as you breathe in. Release anything that needs to be released as you breathe out. Feel that light spreading throughout your body, expanding out like a sun beyond your body, spreading out so that you are a ball of light shining. And feel that deep peace of that connection with the divine that shines within each one of you. And give thanks for the healing that it brings you. Then allow yourself to come slowly back into the room.
So this song reminds me of my many days growing up in church singing songs about motorcycles. So we're talking about kind of a cause and effect type of thing, and this song is a great example of boy meets girl, but boy has a motorcycle and is dangerous and is a criminal. And so things end as they should. But if any of you know anything about the Vincent Black Lightning 1952, at the time it was the fastest motorbike production-wise in the world. And Penny looked it up. It was clocked at 153 miles an hour back in 1952, which the world turns slower. So it's with relativity, it's, I don't know, something works out mathematically here.
This is the guy that your daughter will never meet. Right? The guy in the song. This is the guy that your daughter will never meet.
You know, she is kind of redheaded, so I'm kind of a little worried about it. So kind of a quick cause and effect of this. So this song is difficult to play, and I don't want to set it up like, ooh, be impressed, but meaning it's taken me a long time to learn it, and it's driven my wife absolutely insane. And so people are always like, oh, it must be great. You have Ryan serenading you all the time. It's like, no, he just sits with the metronome and plays the same thing over and over again for weeks and months and weeks and months. But there's sort of a weird serendipity about this song, this motorcycle, and why I have this guitar. And this all comes in a weird way. I've been obsessed with this song for a really long time. And Richard Thompson, the artist on this, plays a Loudon guitar. And when I first heard him play, I was like, man, that guitar sounds really good. And it turns out he's just really good. And I'm trying to figure it out. But he plays this Loudon, and it's an Irish-built guitar. And I remember seeing this in a video probably 15, 20 years ago. That's really cool. I want that guitar. And now I'm 31, and I have a Loudon. Yeah. So a song about a motorcycle and a thief and a girl somehow led to me having this guitar and driving my wife insane, both by buying the guitar and practicing the song over and over again. So this is Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. The world connects in strange ways when you have a weird mind. Say, Red Molly James, that's a fine motorbike. Well, a girl could feel special on any such a like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. That's Vincent Black Lightning 1952. 'Cause I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, that's my favorite color scheme. So he pulled her on beside, and down to Box Hill they did a ride. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. But I tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. See, I fought with the law since I was 17. I robbed many men to get my Vincent machine. See, I made 21 years and I might make 22. And I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, I give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, said Sergeant McCade. They've taken young James 80 in for armed robbery. Shotgun blast to the chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. He said, I give you my Vincent to write. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in the world that beats Ritz and black lightning and a red-headed girl. See, Ariels and Triumphs and Beezers, they won't do. They haven't got a soul like Vincent 52. So he turned beside him and he gave her the keys. Said, I have no more further use for these. I see angels and Ariels and leather and chrome coming down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss, then he died. And he gave her his Vincent to write.
Ryan Biter. How about it? Oh, that is what we call a world-class musician, right? Here in our presence, we are truly blessed. I said, okay, so I went and looked up the lyrics. I said, how am I going to tie that into the song? I don't care. How am I going to tie into that song? I don't care.
I think we should just tape one of our conversations in the service and play it for people.
I think so.
It might ruin some of the illusion.
Yeah, because we go down a road and we talk about this and how does it tie in and what am I talking about? And, you know, that's always a question anyway. What am I talking about, right? But he does. What is this? Because I send him a little summary, and then we have a conversation. Right? Are we blessed or what? All right. I said, well, I guess I won't tell the story that I owned a 1969 flat-bottom Harley Davidson for a while, and I said, man, you are singing my song when he brought that to us. And today, interestingly enough, what we're talking about is cause and effect. And if that song doesn't lay it out for you, I don't know what does. Clear, conscious choices and knowing full well what you're stepping into for the love of Red Molly, for the love of whatever that is, to be present to that. We're going to do that one again. So, I don't
even know if we just did it.
Well, they're none the wiser if you didn't. Thank you, Ryan Biter. So this is the third of a three-part series, the ABCs, Tools for Your Spiritual Life. And I'm giving you all an assignment. I have some slides I want to show you, I want to share with you, and I always forget to show them. So when you see the little note down at the bottom that says, don't forget to use the slides you made for today, Penny, I need you to help me remember that, okay? So we started out, obviously, with A. That was a good place to start with ABCs, don't you think? A is for affirmations. What we learned in that talk and in that message as we move through it, that affirmations change our relationship to how we see ourselves and others. Now, Louise Hay reminds us that affirmations are positive phrases or statements that are used to challenge negative thought. The affirmation doesn't make it happen. The affirmation moves your thought to a place that it can see it happening. What we learned about affirmations is they're not just pretty words. They're powerful. We hear it when we hear that my son has decided to stay in Flagstaff and go to NAU. We've been affirming that for a while, haven't we? Yeah. We see it happen in lives. And you know, the interesting thing about, and the reason that, one of the reasons that affirmations work is because the brain doesn't distinguish between what it's being told and what is physically happening in front of it. Now, that brain's a pretty smart thing. It's an amazing computer, but it doesn't distinguish whether it's real, what it's hearing, or if it's actually happening. That's why affirmations work. I am a divine expression. And sometimes I hear people say, I'm going to say it until I believe it. That's all right. Your brain doesn't know the difference. How about that? And all thoughts that come to us just don't belong to us. They come to us, but it doesn't mean we got to grab onto them and start making life decisions based on some thought that crosses our mind. And if they're negative, those thoughts will do harm. They will. And we learned that when we started looking at belief systems. If I say it often enough and my brain doesn't know the difference, I turn it into a belief. And so I asked the question when we did B in the ABCs, what's your belief? And what we learned was when we choose affirmations that have personal value, when they are reasonable enough for us to believe, when they are concise and they are solution focused, and they are consistent, and they are grounded in the present I am statements, and we attach them to the habits in our lives that we're already doing. Brushing your teeth. I am a divine child of God. I am a divine child of God. I am a divine child of God. You can do it, really, you can. What we know about affirmations when they come from that place, that we get to seed them in. We get to seat them in. And we can create them into beliefs and belief systems. So those negative things you're saying, they're subject to that also. What do you believe? That was what we asked. In New Thought, we teach peace, satisfaction, joy, and ease, and success is all yours. It's already yours. If you understand that the universe, that your life is responding to what you believe. And I'm sure those that were here last week or have watched us on YouTube, if you didn't, you can go check it out on YouTube.unityofflagstaff.org. You heard me say I had a little acronym for the belief systems. Belief systems. Most of them are exactly that. BS. And they'll take you down a road and they'll bring a lot of suffering. And they will help you to forget that you are a divine being. Now, you can go with those if you want to, but how's that working? What we learned about beliefs is this, and Dr. Bruce Lipton from his book, The Biology of Belief, gave us this. A cell's life, now think about this, billions of them, billions of cells, right? Y'all got them. Y'all got them. A cell's life is controlled by the physical and the energetic environment and not by its genes or its DNA. Epigenetics, look it up. All of which supports my personal theory about most belief systems, I have created. Now think about that. I'm surrounding every cell with that thought. What do you think of that thought now? How do we show up in the world when we inundate ourselves with negative belief systems? The environment surroundings, it impacts how the cell expresses into the world. The genes are just blueprints. So I reminded us last week, we don't just get to blame mom and dad anymore. We have to own it. And I failed to say this last week, and I want to say it this week. Dr. Joe Dispenza said this. He said that miraculous things happen, things beyond our imagine, when we remember this. Our thoughts are greater than our environment. Say it with me. Our thoughts are greater than our environment. Our thoughts are greater than our environment. Mahatma Gandhi, Ada Lovelace, the first computer programmer in 1880. Her thoughts were greater than her environment. She stood there in her bustle and her corset and wrote the first computer program. And then, of course, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King not only had a dream, but he had a belief system. And he believed, he knew that his thoughts were greater than the environment he was in, and he made a difference. That consciousness shifted our planet. My thoughts are greater than the environment. Ernest Holmes said it this way: life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he's thinking of. And today we're on C, cause and effect. You have to say the and effect thing faster. Cause and effect. It's the relationship between two things when one thing makes something else happen. You know, it really comes down to this. You're just going to reap what you sow. You're just going to reap what you sow. That's actually the good news. Take a breath. That's actually the good news. Take a breath. Don't be running that. Oh, ew. That's behind us. That's just the compost. That's what it is. Because nothing happens by chance is what we teach in metaphysics. Therefore, everything happens for a reason. And it is a direct result of the cause that you brought about from within. Now, some of us have had some pretty crummy things happen in our lives. Yeah? Anybody, or am I the only one in the room? I didn't cause that. No. I would agree with you that you may not have caused it, but how you responded to it and created the cause is now what you're experiencing. From Beyond Limits, Science of Mind, it says this: cause and effect refer to the relationship between events or states of affairs, where one is understood to be the reason for the other. This concept of cause and effect is pretty basic, folks. It's a basic understanding of how things in the world are connected. And you know what we teach around here is we're all one. And then it's all oneness. I've told you the story where my grandma's brushing my hair, we're breaking green beans, and she takes one of those little red hairs and she releases it out into the world. And she says, now there, that's going to be part of a nest. And that nest is going to hold eggs. And those eggs are going to become birds, and they're going to bring their song into the world. You are one with that. I had the coolest grandma. I did. So what is the great cause? What's the cause? The great cause. This has been such a great study for me. Do you know that I have messed around with a hip and a sciatica, blah, 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 for about 9 months, and I started into this series, and I got to belief systems, and that puppy let go. Right? Yeah. The cause of that, there was all kinds of cause. I was in a car accident, I was a gymnast, I blah, 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 blah. But the real cause was I was holding emotional energy from things that I'd been told since I was this tall. And I don't mean 14, don't say it. The great cause, and what is the great effect of that cause? And look, she's going to remember. This is an excerpt, and I like to say that it's been penny phrased rather than paraphrased from Course in Miracles, lesson 326. Pretty good, huh? I'm gonna read this to you. You can read, but I'm going to read it to you anyway. I was created in the mind of the divine, a holy thought that never left. I am forever the effect of that holy thought, and that holy thought is forever the cause of me. I was created in the mind of the divine. The divine had a holy thought, and I showed up. Holy cow. And I am forever the effect of that holy thought. And that holy thought is forever the cause of me. You want to know the power of cause and effect? Tell yourself that once a day. I am forever the effect of the holy thought of creation. And this is the big news flash. So is everyone else. And I mean everyone. What would the world look like? A little more penny phrasing. As I am created, I have remained, and the good abides in me. Say it with me. As I am created, I have remained, and the good abides in me. You are the divine thought. You are the effect of the great cause. And whatever your belief system, if that is some big old white-haired man with a big beard sitting in a huge chair with a big book, that's okay. If it is an energy, if it is an entity, if it is a walk in the park, the point is that cause breathed life into you, and you are the effect. How do you feel about that? No pressure. The good of the universe is the cause, and you are the effect. And Dale Carnegie reminds us of this. Nope, not that. Dale Carnegie. It said I had another slide, but I lied. Who put this together? So Dale Carnegie said this: by becoming interested in the cause, we're less likely to dislike the effect. Now I'm going to say it again. By becoming interested in the cause, we are less likely to dislike the effect. Anybody have an example of that in your life? Don't share it. Carolyn Meese said this. She said, the handiwork of co-creation is present in every breath. The handiwork, now hear me, the handiwork of creation, it's present in every breath. Every breath. The cause, the events that we create through our thoughts will always have an effect. One of those effects is the butterfly effect. You've heard this. Butterfly flips its little wings, and across the planet, there's a typhoon. or a tsunami or a hurricane. It's the butterfly effect. Now that's a little extreme. I have a little hard time. That's got to be a really big butterfly. But the point is, what we do impacts and affects this planet. And every breath, every thought, every deed, every word is required for the synchronicity of this universe. And you are the effect of that great cause. By becoming interested in the cause, we are less likely to dislike the effect. This is when we show up. This is when we sing our song. This is when we talked about dancing it out, dancing out those beliefs that don't serve us. This is when we step into our divinity and bring to this planet a higher consciousness, a healing of depth, communities that connect and serve and support. You, all of you, you are the effect of a holy thought. I invite you to step into that this week. Namaste.
So, I'm in desperate need to go buy a new set of strings today. And they're constantly that's why I've been fiddling over here the whole service. One thing I've thought about performing, it's an interesting thing, is and just don't change your behavior because of this, but I really have never liked applause all that much. It sounds like a very strange thing, especially in a show, because it always feels, yeah. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, well, no, it always just feels like this thing that is not super relevant to what I'm doing. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's just this thing where it's like I always get impatient, or I'm like, just shh, I want to play another song, stop it. And so if you ever come to a show and you see me just kind of standing there like this, it's not graciousness, it's really just like, please stop. But, so if you want to sit and affirm in silence after the song, but that's fine too. But I say this all because I think to so many people it seems like I'm just very natural in front of people and it's very comfortable. It's actually really not. It's something that's always kind of, I wouldn't say I have anxiety about material or playing. It's more just like this, it's a lot to be in front of people, you know? And so I've developed some type of like mechanisms to deal with that. And for me, it's always been about singing songs. And so as much as that whole thing kind of scares the crap out of me, being in front of people and doing all that, I always thought these things mattered enough to go out and share them. So don't clap at the end. I'm just kidding. I used to believe I'd be called up to the heavens, that I'd see my Maker's face and have a mansion in the sky. But now I've grown, and I have nothing to believe in. Ain't no lamp that lights my way, no path that guides me home, bound to wander this old world on my own. But I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing. When I was singing in the pews, well, I was really part of something, as if the angels gathered round and abided by my days. But I still get that feeling every time I lift my voice up in somebody's living room or or a big old lit up stage that don't make much, but damn, it feels great. 'Cause I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing. Sometimes I feel low, like I lost my faith and should give up. 'Cause no matter what I do, I'd never be good enough. But then I hear a song I love, and I remember why I started. The music found me, surrounded me, called me by name, saved my soul, and I'll never be the same. 'Cause I've got a song, I've got a melody, I've got some people that I love singing next to me. I don't know what happens next, I don't know what death will bring, but I believe in the songs that I sing. Yeah, I believe in the songs that I sing. Oh, I believe in the songs that I sing.
Can we stomp our feet?
I've learned to accept it, okay? I'm just saying.
Round of applause for Ryan Biter. All right, let's bring those baskets down here as you prepare your financial gift for our abundant sharing. We just want to say thank you again. It is your ongoing support that makes this happen. It takes all of this and turns it into that. Right? Yes, this is who we are. This is how we show up in the world.
Also lights and heat and stuff.
Lights and heat. Yeah, it kind of helps with that stuff too. You know, there is that deal. Yeah, lights, heat, water, whatever, minister. So I want to remind you about the healing meditation and visualization that Miss Cynthia Hall will be leading. That'll be on January 23rd. That's Thursday of this week. Tuesday of next week. There we go. This week. Tuesday of this week. There we go. January 23rd is Tuesday. Say it with me. Tuesday of this week. There we go. And we appreciate you, Miss Cynthia. Thank you for bringing your gift to us. And we have a beautiful space to be in to share that. I also want to remind you that next Sunday we will have crucial conversations. We had a great little circle last Sunday. Good talk. No topic. Nobody really in charge. We just talk. We connect. We listen. We understand. We had some really great topics. And again, I want to thank our beloved platform assistants and all those that want to find out about being a platform assistant. Free lunch Sunday, February 25th. Come on and stay with us. Bring a dessert, bread or salad, and I'll be making some soon-to-be famous soup and meatballs and all that stuff. And we're just going to talk. Sunday's not on the 25th. Yeah, it is. On February, I think. It's okay. Boy, they are messing with me. Look at this, man. Just because she messes up one date. Yeah, there you go. I can't even remember what today is. It's Sunday. Okay. And so we're inviting you to think about and consider being a platform assistant. It's kind of fun, and I appreciate the support. We love live music, as we've said before. Thank you. Your financial generosity is what makes that happen and keeps the music live. All right, so we got them baskets full. Let's do this deal. Let's bless. Are they full? Or are we going out? We haven't gone out yet. All right, out we go. Let's bless these baskets. We are grateful for our abundance, and we celebrate it through our generosity. Thank you. All right, now go out there and get the goods. All right, here we go. How about a little up above your head? You want to do a little bit of that? Huh? Up above all of our heads. All right, just do the response part. You do the lead part. We'll do the response part. How about that?
All right, I guess you can stay seated. I don't know what's going on. This struggle busing this Sunday morning. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere, all in this room, all in this room. I hear music in the air, all in this room. I hear music in the air, all in this room. I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Let's try it one more time. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Well, I really do believe there's a joy somewhere.
That. Thank you. And together we say, thank you for these gifts. Thank you for this generosity. We are abundant, and so it is. And together we affirm, notice the red lettering. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The light of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, my friends.
What? Where's that? Yeah. I like that part, that area. I like that area. Okay.